Tuesday. Miss Caro here with another virtual art lesson for you guys. It is Tuesday, which means it is our step-by-step drawing day, and we're going to continue on with our week-long lessons on Memorial Day. All right, we're going to learn about the American flag. Yesterday we learned about Jasper Johns, who loved to paint and do his work around the American flag. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to draw an American flag. Okay, so before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and do some stretching, and then I'll go ahead and explain more in detail what we're going to do. All right, so let's stretch to our left, stretch to our right, stretch up and down, up and down, one more big one, up and down. Give yourself a big hug, squeeze, take a deep breath in and relax. Way to go, guys. All right, so up next I'm gonna put a video for you guys so you guys can learn a little bit more about Memorial Day and why we celebrate it. All right, so stay tuned and then we'll meet right back here.
Dear Tim and Moby, our school gets Memorial Day off, which is awesome, but can you tell us a little bit about why? Thanks, Mrs. Beatty's class. Memorial Day is a federal holiday recognized by the U.S. government. That's why public schools and lots of businesses close their doors. Just like on Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, and Thanksgiving. These holidays celebrate important people and events in our nation's history. Memorial Day is about remembering American soldiers who've died while serving their country. It falls on the last Monday in May, just before the start of summer. So, a lot of folks celebrate with cookouts and stuff like that. But with all the parties and parades, it's easy to forget why we have a long weekend. Most cultures have some tradition of remembering fallen soldiers. In America, the custom dates back to colonial times. But the holiday's formal roots can be traced back to the Civil War. 600,000 Americans died in that conflict, the most in our nation's history. During the war, Confederate families decorated graves with flags and flowers. Then the North picked up on the practice with a holiday called Decoration Day. After the war, it gradually became known as Memorial Day. But Southern states continued to remember their dead with a variety of traditions. The holiday as we know it emerged after World War I. America lost more than 100,000 troops in that war. It was a bitter blow for so many men to die so far from home. But unlike the Civil War, the sacrifice brought North and South together. Families from all over the country mourned a common loss. It was also a sign of our growing influence around the world. America began to see itself as a defender of democracy. So, instead of separate holidays from state to state, we started to observe Memorial Day together as one nation. World War II strengthened that sense of shared purpose. Millions of Americans volunteered to go overseas and fight the Axis powers. We lost more than 400,000 troops in Europe and the Pacific. On the home front, civilians pitched in any way they could. They cut back on purchasing goods that would be useful in the war effort. Some planted victory gardens, growing vegetables for soldiers and civilians. Communities collected scrap metal to be made into arms and ammunition. And any soldiers returning home were treated as heroes. Actually, Memorial Day still wasn't a national holiday. That was established in 1971 during the Vietnam War. Vietnam didn't have the clear objectives of World War II. Many Americans strongly disagreed with our presence there. Their anger was particularly focused on the draft. That was the system for randomly selecting people to serve in the military. Rich or poor, if you were drafted, you had to serve. Vietnam was so unpopular, the government got rid of the draft. Now our armed forces are all volunteer. Anyone who doesn't want to serve doesn't have to. You can't really argue with that system, but it may be the cause of a growing division. In rural areas with few job opportunities, lots of people enlist in the military, while in wealthy cities, recruitment numbers tend to be lower. That means that in times of war, Americans aren't sharing the sacrifices equally. Yep, we've been at war since 2001, even if it doesn't always feel that way. The war in Afghanistan is the longest in U.S. history. There are thousands of American troops still stationed there, and no immediate plans for withdrawing them. On top of that, the U.S. has hundreds of thousands of soldiers in countries all over the world. Most are in peacekeeping and other non-combat roles. Their missions are often dangerous and always demanding. They require months or years away from family and the comforts of home. Quite a contrast to how most of us spend our Memorial Day. Of course, people are free to celebrate however they want. That very freedom is what our servicemen and women fight to protect. Just keep in mind what Memorial Day is really about. More than 1 million Americans have died in uniform. So take time to pay your respects, even if it's just to spare a thought. There's a national moment of silence at 3 p.m. The President lays a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery. It's dedicated to those who died on foreign soil and never returned home. Flags are flown at half-staff until noon to mourn the dead, then raised to full height for the rest of the day to honor the veterans who are still with us. Many Americans decorate relatives' graves or attend parades. Totally. Showing support for our troops is a good idea any day of the year. Like sending letters and care packages to deployed soldiers. It means a lot to them to get something special while they're away. You can also raise money for one of the many charities devoted to our armed forces. They provide financial, medical, and educational support to soldiers and their families. So that's what he's been up to Monday nights.
I hope you enjoyed that video. So now we're going to move on to our step-by-step drawing. Alright, before we get into the step-by-step drawing of the American flag, we're going to go ahead and go over the materials that you need, and then I'm going to give you a minute to grab them and then we'll get started. Alright, so the materials for this activity are pretty basic. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need a white sheet of paper. Alright, and something to color with. Markers, color pencils, crayons, paint, whatever it is that you use at home. I'm going to use color pencils for this one. Alright, and for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll be using my Sharpie so that you guys are able to see it better at home. Alright, so go ahead and take the next minute to gather your materials, and then we'll meet right back here. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're able to grab your materials easily. We're gonna go ahead and get started with step number 1 of our American flag. Alright, so step number 1 is very easy. We're just gonna draw a straight line going down to start off on our flag. Alright, so go ahead, take a minute, do that, and we'll meet right back here for step number 2. Alright guys, we're back for step number 2. So for step number 2, starting from the line that we just drew, we're going to do a wavy line that has 2 curves. Alright, and then up. So 1 and 2, and then 1 coming up. Alright, go ahead, take a minute, do that, and then we'll meet right back here. Hey guys, welcome back for step number 3. Alright, so this step is fairly easy. We're going to come from the corner of our flag over here. We're going to do a line with a slight curve going up and then down. Alright, so go ahead and do that. Take 1 minute and then we'll meet right back here for step number 4. Hey guys, welcome back for step number 4. So step number 4 is very similar to step number 3. We're going to go ahead and do the same movement, same shape that we did here, just a little bit lower and to the right. Alright, so we're going to go a little bit lower, kind of a curved line going up and then right back down. Alright, so this is what you should have so far, the curved line at the bottom and your 2 segments. Alright, take a minute, do that, and we'll meet right back here. Alright guys, welcome back for step number 5. So we're going to go ahead and finish off the outline of our flag. So for this step, we're going to go again a little bit lower, kind of curved up, and this edge is going to be a little bit sharper, and then all the way down. Okay, so this is what you should have for now. Okay, just the outline of the flag. Alright, so go ahead, take a minute, do that, and then we'll meet right back here for step number 6. Hey guys, welcome back for step number 6. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and create the area where our stars are going to be. Alright, so we're going to do one diagonal curved line going this way. Alright, we're going to do another one coming from up here. Alrighty, and one more line curve going this way. Alright, so you should have a division for 3 different slots. Alright, so go ahead, do that, and we'll meet right back here. Alright guys, we are almost finished. We're at step number 7. So we're going to go ahead and start adding our lines. Alright, so we're going to do some lines over here, curved ones coming up. Okay, kind of like a wavy one in the middle. Alright, and some more curved ones. Alright, so far this is what you should have, right? The outline of the flag, the area for the stars, and our stripes. Alright, so go ahead and do that, and we'll meet right back here for our final step. Hey guys, it is time for our 8th and final step. I'm also going to add something at the end of it just to give it a little bit more detail. But for now, we're going to add on our stars. So we're going to go ahead and draw some stars to fill in this area. And then I'll show you guys up close. A few more stars. You can fill it in with as many stars as you like. I'm going to put some on both sides of the square. Okay, I'm going to do about 4 more to fill in this area. Okay, so I have all my stars in, and now down here I'm going to do 2 little lines. Alright, and for detail, I'm going to finish it off by doing a flagpole. So I'm going to do a circle up here and a line going down and then right back up. Alrighty, so here is my final flag. I'm going to go ahead and add some color to it, and then I'll come right back and show you guys my finished product. Alright guys, I'm here to show you my finished flag. So it says Happy Memorial Day. So this is more or less what your flag should look like. Remember, you can always add your unique touches to your artwork. I hope you guys enjoy this lesson and you practice drawing the American flag. Make sure to take pictures, take videos, and tag us on social media. I can't wait to see what your flags look like, and I'll see you next time. Also up next, you're gonna have a video clip of another way to draw a flag. So you can use whichever method or way you feel more comfortable doing. Alright, enjoy!
Today, I wanted to show you guys how to draw a flag. So, to start off with this, we're going to begin with the pole that the flag's going to be on. So I'm just going to start right here, and I'm just going to draw a straight line down at an angle. And then I'm going to just kind of curve the top a little bit. And then I'm going to draw another line that just goes straight down. And then I'm just going to connect it with a little curve down here. Now, starting right here, I'm just going to make a nice circle on top of this. Now for the flag. So to draw the flag, I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to draw a line that's just going to curve up. And then I'm just going to go down at an angle like this. Then I'm going to take this line and I'm just going to curve it up a little bit and then bring it right to here. Now, starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that's just going to curve up like this. And then I'm going to take this line and I'm just going to curve this down to here, and I want this to be a little bit lower than this part. Then starting right here, I'm going to draw a line that's just going to curve out like this, and then I'm going to curve this back towards the end of the flag. Now starting right here, you just want to draw a line that's just going to curve right up to here. Now, starting here, right here is about the halfway point. I want to start a little bit up from that, and I'm just going to draw a line that's just going to kind of curve across to here, and this is where all the stars are going to be. Now, I'm not going to be able to fit all 13 stripes in here, but I'm just going to put a few of them in. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to draw a line that's just going to curve to here. And then I'm going to make another line right here that's going to curve right to about there. Then, starting up here, I want to kind of do the same thing. I want to follow this curve, so I'm going to draw a line that's just going to kind of curve up to here. And then I'm just going to kind of continue this pattern all the way down. I want to kind of keep these stripes about the same width as these. So I'm just going to kind of curve this around. I'm going to start this next one a little bit lower than this one, just so it kind of throws off the pattern just a tiny bit. And I'm just going to draw these all the way to here. And then I'm going to put one more right here like this. Now, in here, I'm not going to be able to put all of the stars because I won't be able to fit them all in. And if I try drawing the stars, it might be a little bit hard to see. So I'm just going to make these a little bit bigger. So to make a star, it's real simple. I'm just going to make a little line like this, kind of like an upside down V. Then I'm going to make a line that goes over and down. Then another one that goes over and down. Then I'm going to make a little V that goes at an angle. And then another one right here. So I'm going to fill these in with as many of these little stars as I can. So I'm going to fast forward through this part real quick. Okay, and there you go. There are all of your stars in there. And this is the end of your flag drawing. Now there's lots of different ways to draw the flags. You can always add different details, lots of different things on there. But this is just a simple and quick way to show you guys how to draw this. So I just want to take this time to say thank you to all the veterans out there. Those of you who are watching, if you know any veterans or see any, make sure you thank them today. And I'm going to start fast forwarding and coloring this. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.